You're welcome, Mr. Emmanuel. Please go on now. Thank you very much. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you very much. Hi guys, I'm Ajayi Emmanuel, probably known as Nuel Ajayi. I'm a creative designer and a product designer at this UI UX. I just design creative stuff, sir. Anyways, today, Mr. Tope, kindly make me a co-host so I can share my screen.
Okay.
So while I wait for Mr. Tope to make me a co-host, I'll be talking on. Okay, thank you very much. I think I've gotten the notification now. I'll be talking on the graphic design career. The graphic design career. Let me share my screen. Share my screen. Okay, can you all see my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I'll be talking on graphic design career. I believe majority of I won't give a general assumption that everyone knows what graphic design is. But I would love to shed more light on what graphic design is as a career. And this is what we'll actually cover today. What is graphic design, who is a graphic designer, the work, and I'm a graphics designer. Now, what exactly is this graphic design itself? Okay, just like what I have here. The thing is, I actually wish tonight because I actually wanted to leave to just spend little time on the theoretical aspect. I wanted every one of us to I actually wanted to entertain more of questions today. I wanted today to be a question and an answer kind of thing, but since we are not much today, you can easily just drop a question and we would ensure we provide answers to each questions asked. Thank you. Anyway, so what is graphics design? Graphic design uses visual compositions, yeah, to solve problems and communicate ideas through typography, imagery, colors, and forms. Okay, in simple words, graphic design can be described as the communication design. What I'm trying to say now is that graphic design is a means of communicating, or should I say it's a communication technique here. We all know that communications can't take place without two parties. There have to be a party A and a party B before communication itself will take place. Now, in bringing this to the graphic design space here, graphic design breaches communications between, or should I say graphic design serves as an intermediary, yes, good, serves as an intermediary between a brand or an organization and its target audience. You get here in terms of typography. Typography also means fonts, that is letterings. Okay, if I believe majority of us are conversant with a Microsoft Word. So those letters there, letters there, they are actually called fonts. Example of this typography that we have Times New Roman, which is actually very, very common. We have Arial, we have Calibri and the likes of it. So images means photos, pictures, stock images. Colors, we have red, blue, green. We all know what color means now. And forms actually means shapes. Now, everything on earth can be gotten from shapes. We can actually human. Shapes. Shape. You get it. So there is no. Let me waste my 50 cents. I would ensure I provide my slide, so we can actually. Okay. Okay. Before I list out and explain these types of graphic design here, I'm 100% sure that after tonight's meeting, majority of us will know where we fall in as a graphic designer. You get it? Most designers, most designers even have have more than one graphic design skills. You get design. Now for visual identity graphic design. Visual identity graphic design is actually quite common, but many people don't actually know what visual identity graphic design is. You get here. Or people who for graphic design a logo, can you just quickly come up with a logo? I have the name of my brand already, but I just want a logo. I want us to know that branding is branding, and or should I say brand identity is far more than just the logo itself. You get it? Okay, don't let me digress into that particular into that aspect. Now let me just come back to what visual identity graphic design is. Now visual identity graphic design expand this visual in visual identity graphic design. It explains the brand personality, who the brand is itself. This is in the visual identity graphic design. That's where we have the logo. It is where we have the colors. Why you as a graphic designer select those colors for that particular brand. It talks about typefaces, that is typographies, the kind of fonts to use for the brand, the do's and don'ts for the brand. You get here? It's okay. A visual identity graphic designer, they are the one responsible for designing brand personnel. That is what the brand stands for. Visual identity graphic design is its tone and the test of time for a brand to continue over time. Okay, let's look at the likes of Nike, the likes of Coca-Cola, the likes of Adidas and brands like that. Here, you realize over time those brands they've been existing and they even make the personality of the brand can stand the test of time. I have images here of what visual identity graphic design means. Okay, I'll share my slide so you guys can actually have this on your own. Now we have marketing, advertising, graphic design. It is the intersection of marketing and design, just as the name implies. Marketing, advertising. Designers in marketing and advertising graphic design, what they majorly do is just they design posters. Posters means flyers. Okay, design no there's no way you see a bike. I mean, there's no way you see Domino's bike and you will know that this is Domino's bike. Even okay, those delivery rides or delivery bikes, the likes of EDX, yes, the likes of ES, those delivery vans, you realize that branded on it. Aside that, even petrol tankers. For petrol tankers, you realize, okay, 100 petrol tankers now. There's no how you see a particular tanker carrying petrol and you won't see the name of the brand on it. You get so designers that are actually responsible for this, they're marketing and advertising graphic design. successful marketing efforts to tap into their target audience. Target audience decision-making process. Okay. Now, great marketing engages people based on the wants, the needs, awareness, and satisfaction they have about their product. The SaaS spaces, what they do is they create majorly posters, billboard designs, roll-up banners, and they come up with different branding mock-ups for the company as well. Okay, now example of marketing and advertising graphic design. We have social media ads, social media banners. We have images for website and blogs. We have newspaper and magazine ads, advertisements. We have email marketing. We have magazine, and so on and so forth. Now, user interface graphic design. Okay, I'm very, very sure that many people don't know that UI itself, UI design is a type of graphics design. But I want us to know that UI, user interface, is under graphic design itself. Now, user interface is the interaction between a human with a device. When I mean human, I mean users. We are all users. Devices such as it could be your laptop, it could be your mobile phone or tablet. You get here the visual elements or the visual appearance of a particular software. For instance, WhatsApp. For instance, WhatsApp. There's no how I will talk about user interface and I won't talk about user experience. Okay, I would have to digress a bit to what user experience and what UI means. Let me give a very, very practical example. Many people don't actually know the difference between UI and UX. The way a car looks like is user interface. When you start using the car, when the car starts moving from one particular point to the other, it is called user experience. Now let me bring it down to softwares. When you want to check a picture on your mobile phone, the first thing you do is you try to unlock your phone, the service bar, time, date, and so on. Just the Outlook alone is the user interface. Now I want to unlock my phone and I just swipe up to type in my password. Swiping up itself, that effect, that feel alone is the user experience. I want to check my pictures. I click on it. Now, okay, I can view my pictures. The swiping from the left to the right is called user experience. You get the experience or the feel you get from user interfaces. Now, the goal of user interface design is to make the user's interaction as simple and as efficient as possible. The goal of design is to ensure that users are able to make use of your software without any stress. Examples of user interface design: we have the website design, we have mobile applications and game interface. What user interface is now publication graphic design. Publication design is the layout and graphic design for printed materials such as newsletters, magazines, book brochures. This type of design communicates with an audience through public distribution. Now, designers in this space, in the publication space, they are responsible for just designing magazines. Designers who design magazines or newspaper outlets, books, they are called publication graphic design, just as the name implies. Now, because of our time, I have to rush this. Okay, packaging graphic design. Designers in this space, what they do majorly is to come up with package outlook of a particular product. When you go on, when you go buy pizza at Domino's, the pack, those pack that they use to package the pizza itself, or you go get when they used to pack all those stuff, it's a designer that came up with that idea on how the package itself would look like. Look at Nike shoe now. When you get your Nike shoe, they help you package it in a box. The goal of packaging design is to meet marketing objectives by distinctively communicating a consumer's product personality, functions, and generating design is to generate sales for the brand. I provided images on how packaging design looks like. Now down to motion graphics. Okay, just as the name implies, motion. Motion means something moving. Okay, motion graphics describes moving or animated graphic design. Okay, there are graphics that are in motion. They include animations, audios, typography, imagery, videos, and other effects. I don't know, maybe everybody's actually following BB Ninja, but when you watch BB Ninja, that I beg advert, the video itself is a motion graphic design. Yeah, it's a motion graphic design. Movable static images. The designers here ensure they make static images move. So examples of motion graphic design are okay, advertisement. We find motion graphic design in advertisement, animated logos, presentations, promotional videos, video making, cartoons, GIFs. Okay, now to environmental graphic design. We see environmental graphic design almost everywhere, but I'm quite sure that the majority of us might not really be aware that those things actually called environmental graphic designs. When you visit a tech hub, those arts on the walls, or when you visit any office space and you find different arts on the walls, those graffitis on the walls, they are called environmental graphic design. Environmental graphic design embraces many design disciplines, okay, which includes graphics, okay, architectural, interior, landscape, any form of design that is concerned with the visual aspect of communicating identity and information, which shapes the idea of creating experiences that connects people to places. There's a particular feel you have when you enter a workspace and you see different artworks. You get here, you as a person, you can indirectly or you can or unconsciously connect to the workspace. Just seeing those artwork alone, you already know what the brand stands for. Example of this, we have office branding, public transportation, navigations, event and conference spaces, walls, murals, etc. Now, art and illustration for graphic design. Now, this is the last type of graphic design I'll be talking today. You know, so using your pencils, drawing on books, drawing on papers, you get now making it digital. Illustration comes in. Graphic art and illustration being the same as graphic design, but they are each very different. Graphic design and illustration itself. Graphic design focuses on entire look. Graphic design includes colors, fonts, and layouts, as I mentioned earlier. But when it comes to illustration has to do with digital drawing. Now, drawings are one of the most widely used styles of illustration, whether it's pencil drawing, watercolor drawings, charcoal drawings. You can see some illustration, okay, mostly in magazines, books, post educational materials and flyers, this image provision for us to have a better understanding of what the graphic designer. Graphic designers are visual communicators. I mentioned earlier that graphic design is a communication technique which helps to communicate a brand to its target audience. Now, graphic designer, they are the one who use a variety of design elements to achieve artistic or decorative effect. Now, a graphic designer develops the overall layout and production design by using either a text, like these typographies, by using different images to describe the client or their team lead, team lead of the graphic designer are called art directors, okay, to determine the scope of a project. So is before even starting that project, they meet up with the client, they ask different questions to understand to reach a particular audience. You know, every client actually have a dream, they have a vision of what they want. But the one of the key is to advise the client steps to take to reach so the brand will be able to reach its target audience and should portray. I mentioned that earlier. It's a part of communication. Identify these different a graphic designer that graphic designer that for instance now, let's say restaurant, a client meets up with, okay, I have this, I want to run a restaurant, blah blah blah. After the graphic designer is done, okay, the graphic designer provides different advices to the client on what to do and what not. Now, when it comes to images, there are some images that shouldn't be in a restaurant, and there are images that will definitely drive in customers to a restaurant. So it is the job of a graphic designer to provide these images for different brands. Now, graphic designer develop graphics and visual or audio images for product illustrations, logos, and websites. Okay, a graphic designer create designs either by hand or by using computer software packages. When I mean by hand, that is, they sketch out different ideas, sketch out that final conclusion that this is how the logo would look like. This is how this and this would look like. This is putting things in place during the process of research. Graphic designer tends to write things down for them to be able to provide a proper brand persona. Now, a graphic designer selects colors, images, text styles, and layouts. Graphic designer incorporate changes recommended by the client into final designs. There is something called reviews in design. Now, when a designer is done with a particular phase and he sends it to his client, okay, the client will definitely provide reviews. Okay, can you try and make some changes to this? Can you try and do this and do that? So it is the job of the graphic designer to provide changes, to take in these reviews and put things in place. Now, the workplace. Okay. Can someone say something, please?
Yeah, you can continue now.
Hello.
Yes, you can continue now. Check
Hello.
the chat box. They are saying something in the chat box.
Okay, Mr. Tokwe, kindly make me a co-host so I can continue sharing my screen.
Done.
Okay, thank you very much. Uh, Now, the workplace of a graphic designer. Generally speaking, graphic designer have three work environments, and the first work environment is okay. A graphic designer works as an in-house graphic designer, or as an agency himself, or works as a freelance graphic designer. I would explain three things: that you're employed with an established organization, and your work revolves around a single in-house organization. Okay, and your work revolves around a single, and that collaboration with colleagues in a social different. You can collaborate with your colleague in the office to get a better understanding of what a brief or a content is before design starts. Okay, steady paycheck. You have a constant pay. The normal monthly pay. The potential to climb the corporate career ladder. That's where promotion comes in. And when you're working as a designer in a corporate organization, promotions can actually set in. Can be promoted from a junior designer to a senior designer, or from a senior designer to probably a director, an art director, design director, and stuff like that. Now, disadvantages: there's nothing good that does not that does not have a bad, or there's nothing that have an advantage that doesn't have its own disadvantage. And disadvantages for working as an in-house graphic designer: we have more rules. Yeah, more rules. Okay. An established company brand can feel restrictive. Your ideas tends to be boxed by the company's brand. Every company has its own brand, his own brand guard. So you working as a graphic designer in such companies, you have to streamline yourself to the company's brand guard. And to a point, talking from experience, it would actually box your ideas at times. There's times you have this creative idea, you're unable to come up with something creative. You're just restricted to the guide provided. This space may not be optimized with designers in mind. There will be fewer designers to collaborate with. There's something about designers, you get here. Most designers, we love to share ideas with each other, so we can actually get more understanding of whatever we are working on. But working in an office space, designers, there might not be much. There are some companies that just have two designers, you get, and you might need a better understanding or a broader explanation of a brief provided to you by your content lead. Sharing ideas with just this one person might restrict you to a point. And let's move to the second workplace of a graphic designer, working as an agency graphic designer. For example, our host is an agency. That's Nexa itself is a design agency. So working as an agency as an agency graphic design agencies are hired by outside clients to produce creative works. In this environment, designers typically work with an assortment of brands. As an agency, as a design agency um, can work with different brands, unlike working as an in-house graphic designer. As an in-house graphic designer, you're just restricted to working with just one brand alone. But working as an agency graphic designer, you characteristics of being an agency graphic designer means your brand is registered. If your brand is not registered, you are more or less a freelancer than an agency. Any business space. You get okay. Advantage: focus on graphic design. Okay, non-design tasks are extremely rare. Daily work is always within the realm of graphic design. You, as an agency, everything you just do is on graphic design. Is for that brand alone. I'm working with for instance, let me put myself let me use myself as an agency now. Me as an agency, let's say I'm working with I'm working with Dangote. I'm the design agency handling Dangote's brand. I'm the design agency handling FMN brand. So everything I do for Dangote is just streamlined to his social media advertisement alone. And what I do for FMN might just be illustrative design. But the thing is that the advantage of this is that based on the contract you sign, it won't exceed that illustrative design. And for Dangote, it won't exceed that social media design. You working as an in-house graphic designer, it means you are doing everything. That's one of the disadvantages of working as an in-house graphic designer. As an in-house graphic designer, you would design for the social media advertisements. You will run illustrative designs. You run virtually all types of designs for the brand. But working as an agency, you can just streamline yourself to one particular phase of design. Expectation of design excellence. Okay, high expectations of professionalism, diverse opportunities to advance your design skills. Generally, fewer communication delays than may occur when working with non-designers. What this is trying to say is that there's something I keep telling people is that referral is the best business. Now, as an agency, when a particular brand is satisfied with the service you provide for them, they will definitely refer you. Disadvantages is less job security. Just like what I said earlier, if a client is satisfied with your job, they will keep you. If they're not satisfied, they can dispose you and get someone else. And as an agency graphic designer is quite competitive. Reason being that they would be the one to source for their own jobs. They source for brands to work with. They source for different brands to work with. They bid for contracts. Yes, that's the best way to put it. They bid for contracts. And the thing is, companies can actually be biased when it comes to stuff like this. Most different companies have different relationships. You get, so you as a standalone agency, you want to bid for a design contract or a branding contract in a particular tech company, but a company nearby that has actually been working with this other company can easily just meet with the CEO, okay, I heard you guys are in need of this. Let my brand handle this for you. And you as an agency with all your skills and with all the quality, everything you possess, they can easily just bypass you and just give it to someone else. Now, rigorous hours, agency settings are fast-paced with tight deadlines. Occasional late nights to finish a project are not uncommon. Working as an agency graphic designer is very, very stressful. Most times, yeah, most designers in this particular space literally don't have time for themselves. They work every day. And most designers we always want to teach ourselves up. I work 10 hours. I will also give myself 10 hours for this particular brand. I give this brand just 4 hours. I give the brand this 6 hours. But the thing is that occasionally, yeah, we tend to we tend we I mean we tend to exceed the deadlines we set up or we set in for these brands. At times we are unable to meet up with these deadlines, so we will have to extend our work hours to weekends that we're supposed to rest. Stressful, man, stressful, but it pays. Nothing good comes easily. Now, working as a freelance graphic designer, this is very, 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 very common. It's common to most designers. Freelance graphic designers are responsible for more than just graphic design. They're responsible for every aspect of their business, from marketing and client relations to bookkeeping and invoice. Now we find freelancers in Fiverr. We have different places, different spaces where we can find freelance designers. Fiverr, Upwork. Realize these spaces, it is getting a gig is actually very, very, very strenuous. It's very, very, very stressful. It's stressful. Okay, advantages advantages as a freelance graphic designer. Location, okay, you can work anywhere in the world. You can work anywhere. Creative freedom, creative flexibility. You are free to use your creative prowess to come up with any idea, as long as it's streamlined to the brand's objective. Now, a tailor schedule. Tailor your hours to the lifestyle you want, as long as you can keep up with the workload and remain productive. Just like what I said earlier. Not meeting up with deadlines, different deadlines with different brands. Now, disadvantages here: no co-workers, you work alone, a lone worker. You working alone and you are working and freelancing for close to 5 to 6 different brands. Okay, you are working on this person's brand identity. You are working on this person's social media design. You are designing a package design for this particular brand, and these brands, or let's say these personalities, they keep calling you, contacting you after our job. We haven't seen anything. No, we haven't seen this. You working alone at times, it can wear you out. It can deteriorate oneself. At times, you should just keep on. I'm talking from experience now. Working as a freelance designer, I remember when I was still working as a freelance designer, more crazy, man, crazy. Until I started contracting jobs out to my fellow designer peers. I had that was when I was able to have time for myself. Now, hunting and biding for work, for your own work. Freelancing is crazy. Anyways, unreliable pay without benefit. There are times that the time range in which you get a particular gig might be wide. As a freelancer, you can get a particular gig January, and you might not even get a single gig till the end of January. It should lead to hunger. Now, job market
Hunger.
as a designer. A graphic designer can function effectively in any business. 100%, very, very true. This is as a result of the importance of graphic design in a business. Now, the thing is, There is actually job. There are different job openings for graphic designers. We have job openings everywhere. But graphic design job is actually very, 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 very competitive. See, there is a high demand for graphic designers out there. It's a very competitive career. Organizations always seek for the best of the best to provide quality brand communication, to provide quality services. As I've been opportunity to meet with different designers who actually open up to me. They're like, Mr. Emmanuel, we find it hard to get gigs, we find it hard to do this, we find it hard to do that. The major reason why this is actually coming to existence is because I then ask them, okay, can I see your past work? Can I see your portfolio? Can I see some of the works you've done? And I realized that most of the work they've done is to be honest, is not really too good. Me as a brand, I can't employ them because every human wants the best. Every business wants to sell. Take it or leave it. Good design attracts people. Good design attracts people. It's actually in our subconsciousness. Whenever you just go on Instagram and you're just swiping through Instagram, checking different images, there's no how you stumble on a particular design that is very, very, very good. And you won't just fall in love with you. You'll be like, okay, let me just even check this particular thing. Let me just know what this thing is about. Just that alone, the brand has won the heart of such user. That's the major reason why Domino's keeps bringing enticing food. When you check at the major reason I'm using Domino's as a case study is because I've researched Domino's personally, and I realized that the major reason why Domino's is still selling today is because if you should check every poster, every billboard design of Domino's, those food they keep putting on their designs always entice everybody. There's no how you see burger, the way those things are laid in burgers, the meat, the vegetables, the tomato, everything, the way it is laid and it is arranged, proper detailing, the fonts, proper colors, everything, proper spacing, negative spacing, everything. Those things, it's very, very, very enticing to the eye. Now, is it hard to get a graphic design job? Yes. Especially if you are a beginner. Well, I'm not trying to discourage anybody here. Really hard to get. No, it is easy to get. The thing is, if you have a good portfolio, if your portfolio is very, very solid. What I mean by portfolio is your past work. You get it. If it is very, very, very solid, brands, you would attract brands. You would attract brands. However, okay, as I said, however, with a solid portfolio, getting a job is very possible. A creative and well-presented portfolio can be a true difference maker and help you get a job as a graphic designer in a sea of applicants. Now, tips to secure job in graphic design. Make your portfolio outshine. I mentioned this earlier. With a proper portfolio, you can beat so many job applicants. I mean, you can beat so many designers applying for that same role you want. Okay, promote your work everywhere. Make good use of the internet. Push your work on Instagram, Twitter. Many people have gotten jobs from LinkedIn. Try freelancing. Make use of Fiverr. Make use of Upwork. Just apply for different jobs. Okay, chat somebody up on LinkedIn. Sir, I can do this. Even if you want to do it for the person for free, just try something. The thing is that for every job you do for someone here, that job itself or that design itself stands as a portfolio. If you want to apply for another job somewhere, it is that job you've done before that you use to apply for that job. You get, so just try freelancing and invest in courses and education. I keep telling people this thing. It's not about the practical, it's not about you taking jumping on Corel Draw or Illustrator or Photoshop and just start combining shapes together, punching colors on colors, using different things and different typographies and all. How about you understanding the theoretical part, the fundamentals of what graphic design entails? Take courses online so you get a full understanding of what graphic design is. Okay, find what you like and specialize. When I started with the 8 types of graphic design. You get, if you don't want to do everything, just choose one. Okay, I want to be a visual identity graphic designer, or you want to combine three types of graphic design into yourself alone. It is possible. Nothing is impossible. You can even decide to work as everything self. You get, so but it is advisable to find your niche. You get, now master your software. We have different design software. If you want to work as a visual identity graphic designer, we have Adobe Illustrator, we have Adobe Photoshop, we have CorelDRAW. You get here, you understand these softwares, own this software. You get that even if you are discussing with the client and they're just telling you that they are telling you what they want you to do for the brand. Okay, this is what I want for this is the idea I have in my head. I'm having this idea. I want to build a logistic brand and blah, 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 blah. In your head, you're already picturing how the logo would look like. You're picturing the type of colors to use. Now, seek internships. And how can you seek internship? The thing is, before you can come to the point of you seeking internship, which means you already have a portfolio. That is, you have jobs you've done before. You get here? So because there's no brand you want to work with, no brand wants someone who doesn't really know anything at all. Every brand wants an asset. They want someone who, okay, at least you have an idea of this thing before. So let's say we can just put you on a month or 2 months training, and we know that okay, within this time you would have actually you become better with your design skill. You get here. So before you can seek internship, ensure you have a foreknowledge of what graphic design entails. Now to seek internship, you can you apply for jobs. Any design opening you see, anywhere, see, just apply. Anybody can be fortunate. I'm talking from experience. In my undergraduate days in the university, during my internship period, I interned in a travel agency. I was opportunity to intern in a travel agency. And how did I get this? I was actually applying for different, anywhere I see a graphic design opening, I will just apply. I will share my portfolio. I just kept applying. And I kept going for different interviews. To be honest, I got 3 openings, and I within my own self, I was one who now settled for one. So just apply. See, the experience you get as an intern, as an intern or interning in a particular place goes a long way. Now build a pair of network. What this means is join the tech hub. Okay, we have different tech hubs. We have Google tech hubs. Join them. It is doing communication period. Maybe when doing conversations, ideas will definitely be generated. No idea is lost anywhere. You get, try and meet with different designers, connect with designers. We have designers on Twitter. Connect with them, chat them up, send them DMs, follow them, follow everything they do, learn 1 or 2 things from them. You get, build a peer network. It goes a long way. Now participate in competitions. We have different design competitions. Participate in them. Practice soft skills. Okay, this practice soft skills is still relating to you investing in courses online. There's something called project management. Project management is a very, very key soft skill when it comes to not even design alone. It's not even applicable to design alone now. It's applicable to all space. of businesses. You get here, understanding a particular project, the ability to manage a project. The thing is, when you're working with a client, some clients could be crazy. When they keep dishing you reviews upon reviews. It is left for you to know how you manage that client. You get, so because if you don't treat a particular client well, that is zero review. Just like you, for instance, now you order a Uber, and the driver keeps raining insults on you. Driver keeps telling you, use this now, do this, raising his voice on you. You won't give the person good review. You get, so it's as simple as that too. Now launch your own project, your own brand, build your own brand, work on your brand, work on something, work on a particular project and launch it. Push it out, push it on LinkedIn, put it on Behance, put it on Twitter, let people see what you've done. You get, and also be open to reviews. It is reviews that makes up a designer. Now stay persistent. Don't stop working. Just keep working, keep designing, and keep designing. How to become a graphic designer? The first step to choosing a graphic design career is to make sure you are actually willing to commit to pursuing the career. I always tell people, if you don't enjoy what you do, what you are doing won't last. You get, yeah? There's no how you want to be a designer, or you are working in a particular place and you don't like, if you don't like the job you are doing, it's advisable for that. I always tell people, if you don't like the job, when you do something you love, even though it is actually stressful at the beginning, but because you love what you actually love that job, yeah, motivations will come from nowhere to keep pushing. You don't want to waste your time doing something you don't want to do, as nothing good comes easily. That's actually my common quote. Nothing good comes easily. At the starting stage of as a designer, it won't go smoothly. At the point, there were times in my starting year that I actually wanted to drop graphic design. Like, is graphic design really my thing? But the thing is, I still find myself going back to it because it is something I enjoy doing. I love colors. There's no time I'm traveling or I'm working on I'm working on the road. I'm always on the lookout for different banners, different posters on the wall, different billboard designs. I'm always on the lookout for it. You get, so because I enjoy what I do, even when clients start dishing out reviews, stressing me out, I will just smile. Okay, it's something I enjoy doing. So no matter what, little issues can't discourage me. Now, research on design generally to understand fundamentals of design. There's something I keep telling telling them that, okay, copying a design is a skill. Go online, save different 2, 3, 4, 5 different logos. We design these logos alone and come up with something new. You get it? When you keep when you keep doing this over time, you will get to a point that you don't even need to go online to even search for ideas before you can actually come up with ideas. Take graphic design courses, practice, keep practicing, stay consistent. Wow. Okay, I think I've actually come to the end of my class. I don't know, for those of us online, do we have any question? I would love to entertain any question of any kind. Yes, I will share my slide. So you get everything I prepared here. So any question, please?
All right, thank you very much. I'd like us to, because thank you very, very much. So I'd like you,
Hello.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Any question? Oh. Okay, let me check the chat. Oh, we can't hear you, sir.
Can anyone hear me?
I think I will stop sharing here. Okay. So any question, please?
Okay. Does anybody have any question? Please drop your
Okay. In
question.
the absence of no question.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I can see the chat. Mr. Kelechi, thank you very much. You're welcome. DME Mando, you're welcome. Davison, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, in the absence of no question, I will leave this to Mr. Tokbe to take charge. Guys, thank you for your time. I'm honored to be a part of this great gathering. Thank you so much. And have a wonderful rest.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for investing in this great research and coming out with something deep and with great understanding. I've actually also gotten a lot of things. I had my pen and Bible with me and I was writing down. I don't know about every other person, but that's how I treat knowledge. Whenever I get anything, I pen things down. Can anybody hear me? Please, I'd like you to raise up your hand if you hear me. Please put your hands up if you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know that I'm not just speaking into the air.
So, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay. Makanaki, my guy. Good evening. Thank you very much for being around. And then I think I'd like to bring to a close now. So good night, everyone. I also make sure that I make the recording available for all of the people that were not able to. A lot of people messaged and say they are at work, but since we have taken the time, already, so we cannot we can't change the time. So that's one of the reasons why I stick with this time. So I'll bring this call to a close now, and please have a nice night. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
Chief.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Now only you know they hear me.
My mono mute speaker me.
Okay, now only you know they hear me. Every other person they hear me. So screenshot the what's it called? The feedback. I can't connect with my phone. It's my PC that I'm using. So please let me screenshot it. Sure, you don't screenshot them.
No, not yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, first to up this thing. Up everything they edit, yeah.
They heard it. Yeah, everybody was hearing. I was hearing everything.
Okay. How was this now?
It was massive. You see the recording when you start recording, when you start listening to the recording, you know it is up. It was nice.
Okay. Yeah.
It was very, very nice. Sure, you don't screenshot the feedback.
No, I don't screenshot them already.
Okay, send out, give me, make I send out to the group. God, thank you. Thank
you,
you.
Jesus.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Any